Hello everybody, in today's video we are going to speak about how to be more tolerant and what's the limit for tolerance. And regarding this, first of all, we have to understand that in today's world, intolerance is is something very common, because we find people that sadly sometimes, or a lot of times, discriminate others because of their race, because someone has a different culture, because if we speak a different language, and they discriminate Hispanics, or they discriminate Arabs, or they discriminate, you find people who are extremists, nationalists, people who think, oh, my country is the best, my culture is the best, my language is the best. This is all foolish nonsense, and because of this, people tend to be intolerant towards others. And that's why, sadly, when there are, for example, immigrants in a country, this is what happens, that you find people like this, that they really don't want to welcome others. They don't want to welcome different, someone that is different, variety. These people don't understand that the creator of the world created variety in the world. That's why there is variety of languages, races, cultures, the variety even in religion, because we find even in the Quran that it says clearly that if the Almighty wanted everybody to be of one religion, He would have done it. But no, He wanted to be this way also. But the Almighty Allah, He is tolerant. People, sadly, those who have a dirty heart and a dirty mind, are intolerant. And it's very sad, this situation. That's why then, how can we differentiate from these people and be more tolerant? Important, very important here, acceptance. Acceptance means you understand that people are different. I remember now a phrase Bruce Lee, he said one time in an interview. I don't know why I'm thinking about Bruce Lee now, but this came to my mind now. They asked him in one interview one time, he said that under the sky we are all but one family. The point here is acceptance. People are different. Just because they are different, this is because it's the will of Allah, the Creator, the Almighty created people in this way. And that's why if you are tolerant, also you forgive. You forgive. In this is so important in our relations with our dear ones, in marriage, with your family, with friends. Forgiveness. Why forgiveness? Because forgiveness is the proof that you are tolerant, that you accept and you recognize that people make mistakes, that people are imperfect, that people will make sins, that people will make you upset. But even though you imitate the Almighty, that is tolerant, and you forgive others. And what is the key of everything? Mahabba, al-hub, love. Love is the key in everything. Everything, love is so important, because without love there can be anything else. If you love someone, then you are tolerant. You will tolerate perhaps your wife's misdeeds, or your husband's misdeeds, or if your friend upset you and did something that hurt you, but you are tolerant because you love that person. You love that person and you forgive that person, and you cultivate qualities such as kindness, patience, humility. This is such a great quality. Gentleness. Especially a man, he must be a gentleman. Not only in the way he dresses, the way he conducts, his character. He should be a reflection of someone that is a servant of the Almighty. That when someone meets you, they will see, wow, who is this guy? Who is this girl, this woman? His character, his humility, simplicity, pure heart, cleanness. And that's why a person that is tolerant is someone who forgives, and then you save yourself from rage, anger, fights, discord, because you cultivate like the Almighty, who is the Allah is the most forgiving, the most merciful. Allah is, the Almighty is tolerant, so we are imitating Him. Now, what's the limit? What's the limit then? Because, for example, if you are in a relationship, in a marriage, right, and you have a husband that all the time he's humiliating you and he beats you, or he's abusing you verbally, physically, mentally, emotionally, this guy is a monster. Or a wife could be like this. People usually think guys, but there are women who are like this also, that they have a strong character. So, or a friend perhaps, or if you are working a job, your boss is abusing you in certain way, verbally, he insults you, or so what's the limit? Should you continue to be tolerant and tolerate this forever? Of course not. There is a limit. What's the limit? The limit is evil and humiliation. Meaning, never allow that anyone humiliates you. Never allow evil in your life. Meaning, if someone wants to do evil to you, someone wants to harm you, you or your family, don't allow it. In this case, you cannot be tolerant. When you see in the news people, priests or these people who abuse children, you cannot be tolerant. Thieves, serial killers, murderers, these people, you cannot be tolerant. Terrorists, you cannot be tolerant. People who commit crimes, you cannot be tolerant. You have to apply justice, punishment, law. Meaning, you cannot allow injustice. You have to fight injustice in different ways, in the way you can. And that's why, in this case, what's the limit of tolerance? Evil. If someone wants to harm you, do evil to you or your family or your friend, you cannot tolerate this. Then that's something important. Never get to the point of humiliation, because tolerance is not that I will hang on there, I will stick to this and then take in everything that people do to you, all the harm, all the bad. No, because this is evil. You have to fight evil, and if you don't do it, you will humiliate yourself. You will hurt. You will end up hurt. So never get to the point of humiliation. Never get to the point of evil. Someone who wants to do bad things to you, either at your work, your job, your school, your marriage, whatever. Your husband do these things, take him to the police. See if he's that brave to beat you or to treat you in this way. Or your friend or your brother, because sometimes you find in families like that, brothers will beat their sisters or treat them as trash, and they think that women have no value, or things like this. This is just examples. But like I said, you can apply this anywhere. I said, for example, at a job, or if you are in a random situation somewhere and someone comes to harm you or to attack you or to say things to you. I mean, if you can leave the place, that's fine. But someone intentionally wants to come to you, you cannot be kind, and because you know this person will come to hurt you. Never get to the point of humiliation. You have to stand up for yourself and for your family. And even Allah, the Almighty, that is the most merciful, even His patience has a limit. Because it's clearly written and stated, there will come a day, known as the day of judgment, in which people will be judged. Meaning, patience and tolerance has a limit. People who do evil, they will be judged, and they will be rewarded according to the evil deeds. So even the Almighty has set a limit for the suffering, the injustice, and all the horrible things that we're seeing in the world. It will not last forever. He will put an end to all of this. In the same way, we are tolerant, but we also set a limit. When we see evil, when we see all these bad things, stop it right there. You cannot be tolerant. You have to denounce it, you have to oppose it, you have to defeat evil, and never get to the point of humiliation. It is so important. In the meantime, if you don't get to that point, try to be tolerant. If you don't get to the point of harm or bad, or someone's doing wrong, bad things to you, or threatening your life or humiliating you, but sometimes you just have a small fight with your wife or disagreement. Forgive each other. As if you are a guy, be a gentleman. Treat her with love, with kindness. Wives, don't get upset too quickly. Forgive also. Remember that the essence of everything is love. Remember that we are imitating the Almighty, who is the most merciful. So, as always, bear with each other's imperfections. And if like there's a hadith, I remember now, there's a hadith that says, cover the sins of your brother, and Allah the Almighty will cover your sins in the day of judgment. If you uncover the sins of your brother here, your sins will be uncovered also. And also the importance of forgiveness, tolerance, patience, gentleness, kindness. Therefore, like I said, these are essential aspects. How to be tolerant if you follow these principles, if you transform yourself, if you work on your character, purification of the heart that I mentioned so much. And people, it will be a reflection, because like I said, people will notice this. If you are someone that have worked on yourself, on your character, improve yourself, transform yourself, become a better person. Therefore, this is the way of love. This is so important. This is the most important thing in the universe. Love. This is the key. You want to tolerate your wife, you love her. Then be tolerant with her. She gets upset sometimes, forgive her, be tolerant. You love your husband, you love him, forgive him. People make mistakes, people make there are disagreements sometimes in any relationship, friendships, families, job, this, that. Forgive. If not a big deal, the person have apologized also, repented, forgive. This is the way of love. I want to thank you as always so much for your attention, and God willing, we'll see each other in the next video.